Well, growing up, I had a lot of questions. Like, ba't namatay ng maaga yung nanay ko? I was only 5 years old. Sabi nila kasi daw, inaswang at inabol-habol ng aswang hanggang sa namatay. Lahat ng mga questions ko, may mga sagot sila at ang mga sagot nila, mga kwento. And naniwala ako, growing up, naniwala ako, even yung house, naniwala ako. And natutunan ko yung power ng kwento. Naging believer ako. To be a writer, especially to be a really good writer, you have to be a believer. You have to believe. Mahalaga na naniniwala ka na there's something out there na maybe hindi mo nakikita. There's something beyond what you can see now. I lost my mother when I was 5 years old. Namatay daw sa aswang, but actually, it turned out cancer. Wala na akong alam sa kanya, except mahal na mahal daw ako. But if you look at my works, mga pelikula ko, and even my novels, very strong ang aking mga nanay. I always come out with strong mothers na mga characters. Pinupunuan ko yung wala. I'm trying to recreate my mother every time in every mother character. And even if kumisan, hindi na ako conscious about it, subconscious na gumagawa, pinupunuan niya yung wala sa loob ko. So, in a way, conscious ako sa maraming wala sa akin. And nakikita kong, ay, doon napupunuan. And I allow it. And because I'm conscious about it, kailangan magkaroon din ako ng nanay na hindi naman ganun ka-strong lagi. Kasi magiging trite na naman sa akin. So, ginagamit ko yung wala to drive me. That way, lumalabas sa kwento at lumalabas sa personal na buhay ko. There's something more that when you can hear or you can touch. Yung kapre na nagbubuga ng usok, there's something behind that kapre. Yung nanay mo na mayroong pain na ayaw ipakita, yung best friend mo na mayroong past na ayaw niyang ikwento, there's always something there that is not present and yet it is there. So natuto akong maniwala sa ganun. So I look for things na hindi magkabagay and then hinahanap ko yung wala para makonekta sila. Merong isang teacher ng nursery na ang bait-bait at very caring at nurturing sa mga estudyante niya at nakikita niya ang mga problema ng mga estudyante niya at popular siya at laging nananalo ng Best Teacher of the Year. Yan sa bag niya, mayroong baril. Then, yung imagination ko ngayon na hanapin yung wala. Baril, ba't niya kailangan may baril? Ano ang kwento niya? Sino ba talaga siya? Beyond the nursery teacher na nanalo ng awards. So natutunan ko na, para makapagkwento, hahanapin ko lang yung wala. And then isusupply ko yung wala. And that's how I started to write my stories. Natututo akong ma-imagine ko yung wala. So, I learned the value of imagining what's not there. And I learned to value the kahalagahan of the wala na nai-imagine ko. It will be, again, a question of the meron at wala. We try to see what has to be seen. We try to see what is not there and yet is there na itinago. You have to realize that telling a story is not really telling. It has to be experiencing. Ibig sabihin, you cannot tell your audience 1, 2, 3. They have to experience the 1, 2, 3-ness of the whole thing. Maski na magbigay ka ng 10 impormasyon, it might be better to just give 2, meron na wala at meron wala, but they experience it. So then to experience it. The same thing, pag nag-create ka ng mundo, hindi yan makikreate kung ang dami mo lang detalyong binigay na impormasyon. That world has to be created in such a way that they will experience that world. Pero pag pinakita mo na itong dalawa nagkaibigan na sa unang tingin, pag ganun ng lalaki, pag ganun ng babae, and then biglang tumama yung sunset sa mukha ng babae, then naintindihan mo na agad na in love sila. At mundo yun where people can fall in love with just the sunset. It's the way it's rendered. May repipiliwanag, pero nag-combine na lahat, yung music, yung blocking, yung etc., yung tingin ng babae. Kinakailangan experience siya ng audience rather than your audience is told about it. The shortest short story in the world, sabi nila kay Ernest Hemingway, 6 words lang siya. For sale, baby shoes, never used. You supply the wala. And bawat isa sa inyo may isusupply na wala. Sa workshoppers ko, when we did this exercise, ang lumabas na kwento is the usual kwento. Lagi siyang nakukunan, kaya binenta yung baby shoes. Yung isa naman na workshopper ko, horror ang inano. Kasi itong shoes na to, naglalakbay siya. At bawat magsuot ng shoes na baby, nagiging tiyanak or what. Horror naman siya. Yung isang workshopper naman siya, ginawang musical. Isang kumakantang baby shoes. And so on. So you can have stories. The story that you choose will show whether pessimistic ka, optimistic ka, etc. your view of the world. So look for a material and then find the wala there and then extract the story that you want to tell. It will be your story.